Hey everybody, Mark from the Geek Church here, and we're going to be looking at some more Sphero products today. This time we've got the Rover Plus, and what is this? Let's find out right after this. You know, I could easily just put this in and just make it a clip show, but I'm not going to. We're going to do a fresh unboxing because I want to see if this is the same thing that I unboxed all those years ago, which wasn't that many years ago, really. Okay, let's take it out. Alrighty, so it looks like we got this thing. Now, what is the Rover, you might be asking? Well, that's a good question. To call it a remote control thing, I could say toy, but this is more one of those STEM things. And if you're interested in STEM, we've got a lot to review on that. This is the Rover right here. It's Rover RVR. Okay, so basically the Rover is pretty much designed for anybody that's into programming. Specifically, specific types of programming. And I'm going to talk about a few things here. We've reviewed a lot of Sphero products in the past, and this is very compatible with them. I would almost say this is sort of the, I don't know, what's a good thing of that? This is the Avengers of the Sphero products. Okay, I don't know whether that cuts it, but hey, you get what I'm saying. You can do a lot with these things and other Sphero products. Before we get too much into that, I want to talk about whatever the heck this thing is, because I honestly don't know, so I'm going to do my best to take it out of here, and I'm having a hard time taking it out of here, really. I don't want to rip anything, because usually I like to be very gentle when I do this. I'm going to suggest that this is probably a battery for it, and judging by what it looks like, let's just say it is. This looks like the charging cord to the battery. I might have to look at my earlier Rover reviews to make sure that I'm correct on that. Rover reviews, I like the alliteration of that. Okay, so if I remember correctly, this thing just comes right off. By comes right off, I mean kind of clicks off. Is there a certain button that I'm supposed to use for this? I remember having an issue with this when I did this the one time. But, yeah. All right. Cut. You know, it probably would have helped if I hit the quick release button here and just pulled it off. So there's, oh my gosh, you can actually see the circuitry inside. Something that's rather interesting, I think. Yeah, so, okay. Now this thing on top here, I have to admit, I was very captivated at. And let's see, does this thing come off here? I think this feels like it's two parts. And is there a quick release button here? Okay, hang on. All right, this just sort of peels off. This is for Blueprint. If you're not familiar with Blueprint, I actually did a review of that before. And, do I want to put in footage for that? Maybe I will, okay. But yeah, check it out. So basically you can put this on here, and then you can even use your Blueprint stuff for that, which is kind of cool. Or you can use whatever the heck this is. And I'll bring that close to the camera as much as I can. In fact, it might be better I take it out of the plastic. I think I know what this is for. Because this thing is not only designed to be some sort of remote control thing, but you're going to be able to not only bring it to certain places like a remote control toy, for lack of a better term, but you're going to be able to do some interactivity with it. I actually believe this is part of the interactivity. Notice that there's a lot of slots in that. What are those slots for? This is where we finally get to the other package I have here. These are the LittleBits. See? LittleBits. Yeah, okay, LittleBits. But basically, we've reviewed LittleBits before. I don't remember what we did with them. I hope we reviewed them before. I'm pretty sure we did. But essentially, this is, oh, hey, look at this. It's also, this is a Rover LittleBits topper kit. So we've got something right here. And what is in here? Oh my gosh, what isn't in here? Okay, maybe that's a bad question. But I'm seeing a lot of great stuff that maybe I want to get a different angle on. And you know what? I actually think that's a good idea. I'm going to, okay, we're going to end the unboxing portion of this thing so we can really focus on how this thing really works here. So we might be ending our green screen portion of this particular video. Okay, so basically I just wanted to just set up the rover. I've done videos on the rover before, but I want to show the ease of how to use it. So there it is right down there. And this is my smartphone here that it's connected to, and I'm going to show you how it works. If I can get a good viewpoint of it. Sorry about this. You know what? Okay, let's try this. Alright, okay. First of all, I want to show that I can change the light just by touching the button. Very cool. Okay. And then to make it go forward, something like this. And to make it go backward, something like this. Now, this isn't all that this thing has. There's lots of different programs you can use for this with some sort of blocky code. I really don't know how to make that work. Probably wouldn't take me long to figure out. Maybe I'll do a separate video on that or later on here. What I really want to focus on is the LittleBits and how to use that with the rover. That I don't think I've done before. Okay, I don't know if you can tell, but I'm actually filming on a different day. I just had, once I got this rover thing taken care of, I wanted to look at the LittleBits. All the LittleBits. Yeah, this is a pretty complex thing here. And I would just want to open it up and share with you what's inside. So basically, since I've done a review of the LittleBits before, I want to discuss how it relates to this. There's this thing that comes in here, and they want you to literally use twist size to put this thing here. Now, what is this? Well, let's put it this way. You need to put stuff on it. And one of the things you can put on it is, of course, the power supply. And you can use a battery, or you can actually connect the power supply. And this is where it gets kind of complicated. Okay, so basically, yeah, this connects here and here. And then, let's see. I always get this thing oriented wrong here. See if I can do this now. Okay, there we go. Snaps right on there. So as you can see, we've got a base plate to start with. That's what we need to do. Then, from there, you can start putting this stuff on. And it can be done a few ways, actually. One thing that I think is interesting is, say for example, there's a battery here for the power supply. Then you just connect this thing in here, and then bam, you got power. But what if I decided that maybe I wanted power from this thing itself? That's also possible. If I just turn this on here, and then we just put on the power, so to speak. Yeah. Okay, so this is how you actually put the power on. There's a USB port right in here. And yeah, you can just connect that up. And then this orients into this, which can provide the power. So you don't have to use the battery. Okay, and then you can hook the power into this. This thing is called the microbit adapter. And I am going to be very honest with you and say that this thing is very complicated. This is like when I was a kid, I had a science kit, and it was like basically you put a lot of wires in certain places and you were able to do a lot of functions. It was really interesting, but I have to admit, I don't really know. I'm just going to try and connect random things. Like say for example, I have a button. Can I just connect it here? Okay, maybe here. All right. And they all line up with magnets, which I think is rather cool. So let's see. I think there is a buzzer here. Looks like this. And that lines up. Yeah, there we go. Now, where to just do this? Yeah, I can't figure out what to do next there. Unless, hang on a second, did I just, oh my gosh, could it actually be that simple? That I just connect stuff up? Hey, I'm cool with that. I'm very cool with that. Oh yeah, let's try that. Let's see what happens. Ooh, yeah. Hang on a second. Oh shoot, this is actually not one but two, maybe? Oh man, this is crazy. So, yeah. Huh. Okay, maybe we got some stuff here. Who knows? This must be really throw a minute, isn't it? Yeah. that looks pretty, not so, okay. These things are repelling each other, not attracting. So there's obviously orientation to this. Unless, let's see, of course that's not gonna work. I don't know why I thought that would. Okay, let's see, I'm kind of curious now here, all right? What if we did something like this? Just hook this up here. Hey, look at that. We've got a indicator here. I don't know what that does, but we have it there. What if I just push that button? Oh, that actually did something. Made a 1. I'm kind of curious. Is that binary maybe? Like 0 and then 1 0? Or 0 1? I'm all curious about this. So there's a lot that can happen here. The issue is I don't really know if I can really go into detail about this. I really want to do like very advanced projects on this. I have to admit, like I looked at the instructions on this and there are a lot of things here. Unfortunately, I don't really have a lot of time to devote to that. So, but I want to do follow-up videos on this. I want to work with Sphero on that if this is possible. All I can say is this is pretty great. I mean, you've got this and this. And I don't know what else, I mean, you can do a lot else on here. I think I mentioned that this has a foundation for the blueprint. That's another kit. But I'm wondering if I could actually use a Lego Technic on this. Now, that's an idea that I really want to sink my teeth into. Before I go, I want to give you the price of the of this entire kit, the Rover and the LittleBits. There's a price right there. And yeah. We're going to be looking into a lot of other things that we're going to be reviewing, a lot of toys for the holiday season. And I don't know if I call this a toy. This is more of a definitely STEM thing. Loving it. Anyway, this has been Mark Rollins from the Geek Church, signing off.